Hi, boys and girls. Who is ready for chapter 14 of Because of Winn, Dixie? So, today, as I'm reading, the question that I want you to think about is what is the relationship between Gloria Dump and Opal? Remember, people can have relationships rather than just relationships like love relationships. They can have friendships, they can be enemies. So I want you to think today about the relationship between these two characters. Ready to dive in? All right, let's get started. Chapter 14. Sometimes I told Gloria the story Miss Franny Block had just told me. Or I imitated Otis tapping his pointy-toed boots and playing for all the animals, and that always made her laugh. And sometimes I made up a story, and Gloria Dump would listen to it all the way through from the beginning to the end. She told me she used to love to read stories, but she couldn't anymore because her eyes were so bad. Can't you get some real strong glasses? I asked. Child, she said, they don't make glasses strong enough for these eyes. One day when storytelling was done, I decided to tell Gloria that Otis was a criminal. I thought maybe I should tell an adult about it, and Gloria was the best adult I knew. Gloria, I said. Mm-hmm, she said back. You know Otis? I don't know him, but I know what you tell me about him. Well, he's a criminal. He's been in jail. Do you think I should be afraid of him? For what? I don't know. For doing bad things, I guess? For being in jail? Child, said Gloria, let me show you something. She got up out of her chair real slow and took hold of my arm. Let's the two of us walk all the way in the back of this yard. Okay, I said. We walked, and when Dixie followed right behind us. It was a huge yard, and I had never been all the way in the back of it. When we got to the big old tree, we stopped. Look at this tree, Gloria said. I looked up. There were bottles hanging from just about every branch. There were whiskey bottles and beer bottles and wine bottles all tied on the string, and some of them were clanking against each other and making a spooky kind of noise. Me and Winn-Dixie stood and stared at the tree, and the hair on top of his head rose up a little bit and he growled deep in his throat. Gloria pointed her cane at the tree. What do you think about this tree? I said, I don't know. Why are all those bottles on it? To keep the ghosts away, Gloria said. What ghost? The ghosts of all of the things I've done wrong. I looked at all the bottles on the tree. You did that many things wrong? I asked. Mm-hmm, said Gloria. More than that. But you're the nicest person I know, I told her. Don't mean I haven't done no bad things, she said. There's whiskey bottles on there, I told her, and beer bottles. Child, said Gloria Dump. I know that. I'm the one who put 'em up there. I'm the one who drank what was in 'em. My mama drank, I whispered. I know it, Gloria Dump said. The preacher says that sometimes she couldn't stop drinking. Mm-hmm, said Gloria again. That's the way it is for some folks. We get started and we can't get stopped. Are you one of those people? Yes, ma'am, I am. But these days I don't drink nothing stronger than coffee. Did the whiskey and the beer and the wine, did they make you do the bad things that are the ghosts now? Some of them, said Gloria. Some of them I would have done anyway, with alcohol or without, before I learned. Learned what? Learned what is the most important thing. And what's that? I asked. It's different for everyone, she said. You find out on your own. But in the meantime, you gotta remember, you can't always judge people by the things they've done. You gotta judge them by what they are doing now. You judge Otis by the pretty music he plays and how kind he is to them animals, because that's all you know about him right now. All right?" "Yes, ma'am," I said. "And them Dewberry boys. You try not to judge them too harsh either, all right?" "All right," I said. "All right, then," said Gloria, and she turned and started walking away. When Dixie nudged me with his wet nose and wagged his tail. When he saw I wasn't going, he trotted after Gloria. I stayed where I was and studied the tree. I wondered if my mamma, wherever she was, had a tree full of bottles, and I wondered if I was a ghost to her, the same way she sometimes seemed like a ghost to me. End of chapter 14. So Gloria Dump and Opal seem to be forming a relationship. So I want you today to think about the relationship that is forming between these two characters and maybe some text evidence of why you think that relationship is. And I cannot wait to see your Flipgrid video. So I will see you next read aloud and talk to you soon. Bye.